Hey guys, in today's video we are going to take a look at a very special Mercury build, and I happen to be reading the comment section under one of my videos and a couple of you guys actually mentioned this. We're going to try it out. Before we get into the details of that though, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing if you haven't already, and make sure to click that bell notification icon so that you don't miss videos like this or even my live streams where I get to interact with you guys and do giveaways. But yeah, so what is a special build? Basically, a couple of you mentioned the idea of using lockdown ammo with the Helldive of the Mercury. So I have not tried that before. I have tried Deathmark in a live stream. I'm going to put a link to that in the top right corner of your screen. So as you can see here, we have the Avenger, the Halo, and the EQ. The whole idea behind the EQ is to block, fire from, say, the Ares. Jump into an Ares train if I can get that close, and then use lockdown ammo when I Helldive. So you're going to do damage to them and lock all of them down so I can take them out, or my teammates can help with that. So yeah, that's the idea. And here are the pilot skills for this Mercury. I also have another Mercury as well. So this one has 2 thermonukes and a last stand. This one has last stand, 1 thermonuke, and anti-control to help with lockdown. And we also have the Glory and Halo. So here are the skills for this one. And once again, we do have lockdown ammo on this Mercury. So we're going to try it out, see how that works. And here are my other bots as well. So we have the Raven with the Storm and the Gust. And here are the pilot skills for this one here. And then I did a video yesterday on the igniter for the Nemesis. If you haven't checked that, I'll put a link to that in the top right as well. So this is what I'm going to run here. And then lastly, we have the Fenrir with the Corona and the Ember. So I also have the legendary pilot for this. I did a video on this last week, covering this pilot, if it was worth it. If you haven't checked that out, I'll put a link to that in the top right corner of your screen as well. So anyways, guys, I think I'm going to hop into game number 1 here and see how these Mercuries do, if it's even possible to lock down multiple targets using the lockdown ammo and your Helldive. So anyways, off to game number 1. Okay, so game 1 we have dropped in on Springfield map, and this is Beacon Rush. So this map is going to be actually pretty tricky here because my goal is going to be to try to see if I can get across to the other platform and try to see if I can Helldive into a group of reds, and then as I'm doing that, just before I'm about to land, activating that lockdown ammo. So let's see if we can get across here quickly. There's a lot of reds that just moved there. My guess is, let's see, are they gonna make it? I don't think so. We haven't got the damn beacon. So maybe if we get this beacon. There's going to be a guy that drops in here, right? Well, I guess not. So let's take this beacon. We know they are probably going to actually drop in on this platform because this is their spawn. So we know that. And they do have center. I wonder if I can get to center quick. They have a guy that drops in here though. Okay, so my teammate is here. That's good. So let's see if we can try to sneak up into that center, because that is actually the prime spot to test this out. So the only thing that I've been finding, with this test, or at least trying to get footage, is trying to find as many players that are like clustered up in order for this to work. So these guys are going to keep dropping in. I have to let them drop in though. Otherwise, this is not going to work. So that's 1. That's 2. Let's see if we can jump in here. Can we get... We killed that one. We locked this guy. So that didn't quite work. I got to get out of here. Let them actually have that beacon. Thing is, I've got to take out this guy, and I'm losing health really quick. So wasn't able to pull that off there. It looks like they have, they got this beacon back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, let's try to go for center. This might be a little bit tougher with this build here because we don't have like range or anything, so I have to make sure I get as close to the center as possible. Make sure there's like 2 or 3 guys and then jump into that mix. 3 would be really nice. If I can do that, then we know for sure it works. So let's just see how many guys. It's 300, 180, 200. There's a few over here. Let's see if we can do this. I don't think I locked this guy down, but was he using anti-control? I don't know, he might have been using anti-control. That was tough to see there. So let's just wait. We want them to spawn in at the center here. So there's only 3 guys now. This guy's going to be jumping. Let's turn this way. We might have to take this guy out and then have them drop in here. Okay, so here we go. This is going to actually be perfect. There's multiple players here. Let's see if we can do this. So I killed someone. I locked this guy. Is this guy locked too? Because it doesn't look like he can move. Yes, so it looks like we actually got 3 guys. The one guy was low on health. The other one I did lock. You saw that, and the invader was locked too. So he did jump. I locked him down though. And let's try to see if we can get this to work again. So these guys have to be all stacked up here. 2 seconds. This is actually going to be really good. Let's see if we can do this. And now, this is perfect. How many did I get? 1, 2. I locked the other guy, and the Spectre was just without, outside that radius rather. Yeah, these guys are going to get me now, that's for sure. Maybe I can get the Mender. Try to get the Mender so they couldn't heal up. So I think that was I want to say that was as close as we're going to get to kind of seeing that without me having to run like thousands of games to try to get that. But I think that was pretty clear. So when you jump into that mix and you activate that lockdown before you activate your Helldive and you drop down, you have the ability to actually lock down multiple players while doing that. And that can be helpful in some cases, especially if you in like a team or squad game. Because if you do that, remember they can't move, so you can lock all of them down, and I think it will help your team as well. Because if your teammates are nearby, they can definitely clean up, especially if there's like an invader or like a falcon, and your teammates have, something like a Fenrir or something. They'll be able to dish out that additional damage. So that looks like it is game here. And what I'll do is I'll run another game. Actually, wait. They have another player. Let me guess. Okay, he's by the farm. So, yeah, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run another game. And we are going to test that out. So, one thing that actually happened just before this game, I did run into a full squad of HC players, while I was testing this out. And in that game, what I did was I did the Helldive, I did lock down before I, obviously Helldive, and I did lock multiple players, but I kind of asked them if, I managed to do that, and they told me that yes, it did work. So we know that, based from, their end, it does work, and from that footage that you just saw me do there at center, it worked, there as well. But I'm still going to do another game, and we'll try to see if we can get some footage, or at least clearer footage of that. So this game should be over shortly here. I'm not going to be able to get to this guy in time. We got a 5 cap, so that beacon bar is going to drain too quickly. Okay, so let's just take a look to see how much damage we did here. It's not really the damage that we're looking at though, it's more the lockdown. So we ended up doing 1.4, 9 kills, 2 beacons. So yeah, like I said, let's hop into a second game here and see if we can try to get some footage, specifically of this. Okay, so game 2 we have dropped in on power plant map, and this map is perfect for what I want to show. I actually need a lot of them to kind of cluster up in this gap area here, and then I can try out that lockdown. Let's see, we have I don't know if this is going to be close enough, but let's try here. Let's take this guy out. Oh shoot, that side too. Let's see if we can get this guy. Just trying to use my shield to get inside his bubble here. We do have, okay, we have that beacon. So now I have to kind of wait for the right conditions. That's the only thing with trying to get footage like this. Because I don't have like a dedicated squad like for custom game, I need to wait for the right conditions to have multiple players in an area just to kind of demonstrate here. Okay, so I'm gonna actually let them sort of even move closer to this gap area here. Let's just take this guy out. Let's take him out first, because I think they are going to push this gap, because there's multiple players kind of moving in this direction. So I'm gonna move away from it. Maybe they'll push together and see. Okay, so we have a guy here. I'm not gonna go for him because there's only one. Come on, we need multiple players. Here we go. No, it's one. Okay, there's sort of two players here. Let's see if we can try to... Nope. There's gonna be... This is the thing. There's gonna be a Helldive, but it's gonna be what kills them. It needs to be enough to not only lock them, but they've got to stay alive so that we can visually see it. So let's move this way. I guess I could always try it at their spawn here, kind of close to this area. Okay, here we go. There's multiple players here. Let's see if we can get both of these. We got this guy. This guy was out of the bubble when he jumped. So we can try to get this picked up. Uh-oh. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Maybe I can lock. Well, I killed that guy. Wasn't exactly a lock. Oh shoot, there's multiple players here. Maybe I shouldn't kill them. Okay, there. Oh, whoa. This side. This might be the opportunity here. I'm gonna let them take that beacon actually. So I'm gonna give them this beacon, because that way, yep, I'm gonna definitely do that, because they're all clustering up around the gap here, which means they're gonna try to defend. So this guy's gonna, I think these two guys are gonna go into the gap, and that's when I'm going to try to execute that maneuver, because we need multiple. This is actually perfect. Come on, there's multiple here. Let's see if we can get all of these guys. We got to get them all within that circle. There we go. So we managed to lock at least 2 guys down. I haven't seen more than 2, it seems, but I don't think there is a limit. I mean, if you lock down 2 guys, chances are you probably lock down, 3 or 4. Just haven't had that opportunity yet. Let's take this guy out. Okay, so we almost have that ready again. I'm trying to run around. Trying to run around this here to see if I can do this. Okay, here we go. So I locked. I think I actually got that. I'm on this guy's head. Oh shoot. That's not what I wanted to see. He had Exodus. I just realized there's only like 3 of us right now. Okay, wait. We're gonna move. Shoot, we're gonna move this way. Let's see if we can do this. Oh! Got that guy. I'm gonna go to get this guy. I'm gonna try see if I can pull 300 here. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, may not work. We got the Raven at least. Let's deal with this guy first. If we can get another beacon, maybe we can actually make this work here. Let's try to get this beacon next. Come on, we need another beacon here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I've got to run and get a beacon. I don't want to use my double jump because I'll use that as an emergency. But I'm going to move into this gap here because there's two guys and I think I can take them out. We just got to make sure that we get that. Can I get this guy? Where is this other one? He turned on his shield, so let's just... You know what? Let me go back to this beacon. Let's take this beacon. Because he doesn't have his shield yet. Or at least that he already used it. So let's do this. I'm going to take him out now. Let's do that. Maybe he doesn't have another bot. No, he does. Oh, Fang's out. So we know he doesn't have traditionalists. I'm going to heal up here only because we need to get those beacons pretty quick. And I think we should actually be good here because they only have... They have two players. Where's this guy? So we're going to go for this guy over here. I do have a jump. I think I should be able to get this guy. Let's just move this way. Oh, I was hoping I could kill him in the air. Some of my weapons were hitting him. You could see the sparks going off his Inquisitor. So yeah, let's take a look to see how we did here. So we ended up doing 2.7, 15 kills, 4 beacons. We might have been down a player. But yeah, from that one Helldive that I did lock down 2 players. And the chances are, if I'm able to do that, probably can lock down 3 or 4. But I haven't had, you know, that opportunity to actually see that. But at least we know, you know, from those Helldives that I was able to at least lock down more than 1 player. So that's always good to know. But yeah, in the comment section below, if you guys have actually tried that kind of maneuver, have you managed to lock down, you know, multiple players using your Mercury? And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.